Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with my ranking of all 6 movies in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. The holiday season is upon us, which means it's the perfect time to rank the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. It contains 6 movies, including the controversial original, 4 sequels, and a remake. Like with all of my other rankings, I will start with my least favorites and work my way to my favorite. As always, I base these decisions on criteria such as nostalgia, rewatchability, and overall enjoyment. Please remember though, this is just my personal opinion, and you don't have to agree or even understand. Jason will also be ranking this franchise, so please be sure to check out his video to see how his ranking compares to mine. By the way, before I get into it, as you can see here, this is my Vestron Video Collector Series 3-disc Blu-ray set of Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. I'm highlighting this because, well, as you know, physical media matters. So, here we go. This is Silent Night, Deadly Night ranked. In last place, or 6th place in this franchise, I have Silent Night, which is the 2012 remake. Please don't confuse this Silent Night with other movies of the same title. This is the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, albeit a loose remake. You know, this is one of those odd cases where it's a slasher film that I just don't enjoy as much as I feel I should. I reviewed this a few years back during the 12 Days of Christmas, and prior to that, I had a lot of people recommending this movie to me. I can understand why. It should have been right up my alley. And then when I watched it for that 12 Days of Christmas review, I didn't love it. There are certain things I love about it, but the movie as a whole just doesn't do it for me. Jason and I watched it again for Franchise Frenzy, and I also watched it a 3rd time over the years. But still, it's in last place. The kills are awesome, and I like the killer Santa Claus mask. It has a great Christmas atmosphere, and I do like the cast. Ultimately though, what it comes down to is I just don't love the film. So Silent Night is in last place. Coming in at number 5 is Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. I went back and forth between this 5th place movie and my 4th place movie, but in the end, I decided to put The Toy Maker here. At one time, this was not only my favorite Silent Night, Deadly Night sequel, but it might have even been my favorite Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. Maybe. For some reason though, this time while watching it, it just didn't hit. I really like the whole killer toy aspect. That still works for me. But the movie itself just wasn't as enjoyable as I had remembered it being. Basically, I just prefer the others, and that's why Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker, is in 5th place. This here, by the way, is one of my VHS editions from Live Home Video, and I love this cover. At number 4, I have Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out. Now, surprisingly, based on IMDb scores, Better Watch Out actually has the lowest rating in the franchise. Yes, it's wacky, but that's why I love it. Staying true to the formula of the first 2 movies in the series, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 is a slasher. We have Bill Moseley taking over the role as Ricky. He sort of channels his inner Chop Top in this. I like Samantha Scully as blind final girl Laura, and overall it's just a fun slasher sequel. Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out, comes in at number 4. Meanwhile, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, Initiation, comes in at number 3. This is definitely the oddball of the franchise, but what can I say? I love it. This one takes a detour from the slasher storyline and gives us a witchy cult Christmas horror film. I really like the storyline and how it ties into the Christmas season. There is some good gratuitous nudity in Initiation, and in my opinion, Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 is the most underrated in the franchise. Before revisiting this series for Franchise Frenzy, I initially thought this would end up coming in last place for me. It turns out, though, it was one that most impressed me. In fact, for a brief moment, I even considered this ranking one spot higher. But for now, it's in third place. Coming in at number 2, I have Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. What can I say? I know half of this movie is just a recap of the first film, but I love the new footage we get for this sequel. The second half of Part 2 is an absolute blast. Everybody remembers the garbage day scene, but it's so much more memorable than just that. There are some awesome kills, and the ending is really good. I love that final confrontation. I really wish all of the flashbacks didn't bog this one down for a lot of people, because despite those flashbacks, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is a really fun Christmas slasher. Jason and I also gave this sequel a positive spin earlier this year. To hear more of what I like about it, please be sure to refer back to that video. As it stands in this one, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 comes in second place in my ranking, which obviously means my number 1 favorite movie in the franchise is the original, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Covered in controversy, most horror fans know the film because of that. But underneath it all, it's a really good slasher. A year ago, Jason and I covered this one during our controversial View series, for obvious reasons. But again, controversy aside, it's an impressive slasher film. I know a lot of people call this their favorite Christmas slasher, and I get it. It's not my favorite, but it is my favorite in this particular franchise. There is a lot I could say about it, but I would only be repeating what has already been said by myself and many others. It's definitely a film I watch every Christmas season, and for good reason. It should come as no surprise, the original Silent Night, Deadly Night is my number 1 favorite movie in the franchise. So there you have it, guys, my ranking of all 6 movies in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. What do you think? How would you rank these films? Comment below and let me know. Please don't forget to check out Jason's video to see how he has Silent Night, Deadly Night ranked. Which franchise will we rank next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.